Hello and welcome back to New Brunswick Boys MMA. I'm your host, and today we will be doing a prediction for UFC Fight Night Winnipeg. Starting off, we got Jamie Siraj versus John Yanis. I'm riding with Jamie Siraj by submission. As you can see here, he's got a fair few done by submission, 50% of his wins, so it'll be 7 subs. And John Yanis, 9-4, not really impressive. We have no idea about the reach here, inch height difference, but yeah, we're riding Siraj by submission. John Castaneda versus Mark Valdogan. I've never been impressed by John Castaneda. 12-8 or 21-8, my bad. 12-4. You know, similar records. Castaneda is going to have a 3-inch height advantage. 5'3" for a man is just the dwarf. Catch weight, so between 45 and 35, it's like at 140, I guess. Castaneda's going to have the reach advantage, but I'm riding Volgden by decision. 29-28, he's getting it done. I know he's got some knockouts, he's got some power, but I'm going with him by decision in this one. JJ Ulrich versus Jamie Lynn Horth. Now, this is women's MMA. Can't believe JJ Ulrich is still in the UFC, 14-7. Shit record, to be honest. 9-2 for Jamie Lynn. What we got here, you know, yeah, we're riding Jamie Lynn 29-28 split decision over Aldrich. That's I'm going to leave that. Now, this is a women's MMA fight that we can get behind. Bantamweight, we got Melissa Croden versus Daria. I can't pronounce your last name. Now, this is a very interesting one. The boy, we all know we're watching this one. 7-2 Melissa, 10-2 Daria. Same height, 5'9" tall girls for bantamweight. Similar reach, but if you go here, we can see Melissa gets quite a lot of knockouts and finishes there. 86% win rate by, she's never gone to decision. But here's the thing. I'm riding with the Russian. I'm riding with Daria. I understand that Melissa has power. But man, so is Daria. And them Russians are just built different. Russian women built different. We're riding with Daria. It doesn't say how old she is. I was gonna use a youth factor here because she looks young, but we're riding with the Iron Lady here. And that's my final pick, as much as I'm a Canadian. Moving up to good friend of the channel, Tanner Boser. Now, he's not my friend, but he's good friend of Ben Lee's. Came train with him. 22-10-1, not the best record. 11-2. Gokhan Sakrium. Everything tells me I should pick Gokhan here. It's a heavyweight bout. Tanner Boser is a former light heavyweight, etc., etc. But I'm riding Tanner Boser. He's got Ligerman skill, and he's back in the UFC, and he's our boy. So we're riding Tanner Boser in this one by, I'm going to say finish. I'm going to say knockout. Also, I'm picking Daria by submission just for shits and gigs. Middleweight here, we got Julian LeBlanc versus Robert Valentin. Robert Valentin's never impressed me. 11-6, yeah. I'm riding Julian LeBlanc. I'm going to say by knockout, to be completely honest with you guys. 40% knockout rate. Yeah, and Valentin looks chinnable. Dennis Bazooka versus Marcia Barboza. I am riding Marcia Barboza to win this one. I'm going to say late knockout or by decision. Round 3 knockout or by decision. 80% win knockout rate. That's pretty damn good. 12-5, 17-2. Dennis Bazooka is going to be the taller man in there and the heavier man in there. But honestly, he's going down to featherweight. I'm riding Barboza. I don't think that cut's going to be good for Dennis's chin. So we're changing our pick, Barboza by knockout instead of decision. Next up, we got Thiago Moises versus Gage Young. Now, Thiago Moises has been fighting for a while. He's getting unk. Gage Young is the younger man here, at least in terms of fighting. Same height, lightweights, same reach, similar stats overall. But Thiago Moises, good submission game. He's a veteran of the sport. He's been around. I don't think he's gonna. I think his time has come. I think Gage Young is getting this one done by knockout. To be completely honest with you, I think Thiago Moises is on his way out. He's out of his prime, and this is gonna show. Next up, Jasmine Desudavicius versus Karine Silva. This is actually an important women's MMA fight. You got 14-4 Jasmine versus 19-6 Karine. 5'7", 5'5", similar reach. But I'm riding with Desudavicius. I'm riding with the Canadian former stripper because the girl's crazy submission game. She's flexible. She's actually a decent women's fighter. She's not shit. She's a decent prospect. And honestly, I'm riding Canada on this one. I'm picking Jasudavicius by submission or decision. Mendel Nalo versus Jai Herbert. We're going Nalo by knockout. Jai Herbert has never impressed me again. I really don't know how he's still in the UFC. Nalo's making his debut, but I'm riding Nalo by knockout. That's my decision. Yeah, I know they're both gonna stand bang. You got high finisher here. I just don't think Jai Herbert's got the chin anymore to keep up with it. I think Nalo's getting this one done. Bantamweight, we have Kyler Phillips, who also never impressed me. What a shit card this is, guys. This is a terrible UFC card. But anyways, Kyler Phillips, the bantamweight who's friends with O'Malley and supposed to be good, versus Charles Jourdain. Neither of these guys are great bantamweights. You got 12-4 Kyler Phillips and 17-8-1 Charles Jourdain. Now, I'm picking Charles Jourdain by 29-28 decision. Similar reach. Kyler Phillips has a little bit of an advantage there, but really, Charles Jourdain's known for submissions. Kyler Phillips has had some cool finishes and all, but I'm not impressed by either one of these guys. I'm riding Jourdain by decision. And for the main event of the evening, what a shit card. Jesus. Gilbert Burns and Mike Mallot. I'm a Gilbert Burns fan. I'm not a Mike Mallot fan. Problem is Mike Mallot is younger. Gilbert Burns is getting old. He's out of his prime. He's been getting hit. His chin is not what it once was, I don't think. Dohenio, as much as I love him, I think he's getting knocked out in this fight. I'm picking Mallot by knockout. Late rounds, round 4. Knockout, that's what I'm going to say there. Getting it done in Canada. Yeah. So yeah, those are my predictions for his card. I'm riding Mallot by knockout. We're riding Jourdain decision. Nalo knockout. Jasudavicius submission or decision. Young by knockout. We're going with Barboza by knockout. We are going with Julian LeBlanc by knockout. We are going with Tanner Boser by knockout. We are going with Daria by submission. We are going with Jamie Lynn Horth by split decision. Mark Volgden by decision. And Jamie Siraj by submission. Thank you guys very much for watching. Take care. Have yourselves a lovely day. I got another prediction card for a local card coming up soon. That one's going to be a lot of fun. Wish you guys the best. I'm off to sparring.